Hi, I'm Izzy Blue. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to an open stage, so we're gonna do a quick little get ready with me moment because it's like 4 o'clock and it takes me a hot minute to paint and all that. Um, Not wearing pads today because but they're not gonna see it. I mean, I don't really need to, but I'm gonna put on some wig caps and some tape and do my priming and shit, and then we'll be back. So I use red blush to color correct. Um, Most people use like powders, not powders. They use actual color corrector or like lipstick and stuff like that. Um, I just find powder easier because like it's less work. And also, I set my primer, which is what Jackie Ina recommends you do. It helps your makeup last longer. I think that's the reason. But I don't know. Shit. And mind you, this layer doesn't really have to be perfect. It's just to make sure that everything's set. This also isn't like a tutorial. This is just how I do it. So keep your shit to yourself. Thank you. I need to wet my sponges. And before I listen, my sponges are kind of. Get your screens in. Get your screens in now. Uh huh. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. Okay. I also thought it would be like a cute moment to do like a little Q&A. Izzy Blue was the name of a Splatoon OC that I made. I thought the name was cute. One of my friend's moms, and anyway, she pointed out that Izzy Blue was like sort of a pun, which I didn't notice at the time. And so when I started doing makeup and stuff, because I messed around with makeup before I started doing drag. Did I do that too high? A lot of this is going to be covered anyway. And then we're just gonna. And it's okay if this comes out wonky. I usually go in and tweak it a couple of times anyway. So yeah, start playing around with makeup. And then after that, I finally decided to do drag, which I had wanted to do for a while, but I convinced myself that, like, people are always waiting for the perfect moment. And honestly, if there's something you want to do, you just got to do it. I found out in retrospect that the first drag queen I ever saw was Derek Barry on America's Got Talent when I was like, how old was I? I forget. But she performed Hit Me Baby One More Time. And like I remember at the time they were making a big deal. They were like, "Oh, you know, oh, that's a man." Da, da, da. And like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh." And I remember as a kid something about that really like resonated with me. And it's funny how moments like that come like like weird full circle moments cuz the first season of Drag Race it technically wasn't the actual season, but you know how they used to post Untucked on YouTube? Season 8. The Untucked for season 8 was the first one I ever saw. And so, I watched all of it, never seeing Drag Race, but like I got hooked. To this day, season 8 is one of my favorite seasons. And Naomi Smalls from season 8 was essentially like the inspo for Izzy when I first started. Naomi Smalls, yes. Like her and Aja were like my two faves. And they really influenced my aesthetic. Those two really helped me find my personal style, not only in drag, but also like out of drag. And at that point, I was like, oh, I love drag. I can never be a drag queen. Here we are. Um, Miles J was also a really big inspiration for me. Still follow her on everything because, like, I mean, just look at it. Like, if you haven't checked her out, you really should. Oh yeah, I do all of my base with foundation and stuff. I don't know, I just feel like that works better. This is the Maybelline Fit Me. I don't know if you can read that. And it's the matte poreless in 380 espresso. This is like my base. Well, the one that I use to blend into my highlight and all that. This is same foundation, but in 360. 360 mocha. And this is the Fit Me concealer in 45 tan something Holly, or is that just tan in a different language? I'm another Drag Race baby, but like, who isn't at this point? You know, like, yes, people shouldn't be doing drag just to go on Drag Race. However, to deny the influence and to outshame people for being inspired by the show, I feel like is just weird. And a lot of the Drag Race reviews and stuff that I see, when they talk about the new contestants, they're like, well, these girls are, they're all Drag Race babies. They're all trying to be this and that. And it's like, you're not even giving them a chance. And like, yes, I agree that Drag Race at this point gets a little too uh, self-referential. Um, but like, that's not the queen's fault. That's what Drag Race wants, you know. And this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's been a minute since I've done my makeup. I forget what I do next. But we're just gonna. Oh, don't I do. Did I forget how to do my makeup? How did I start doing drag? I looked up drag shows and stuff in indie because I was like, we have to have a scene. Um, I knew we had a scene because I went to one show when I was still talking to this one guy. He took me to my. He knew that I like drag. He took me to my first ever drag show. At a club that doesn't exist anymore. Zoni's Closet. Shout out to her. Um, was it called Zoni's Closet or was it just Zoni's? But they were essentially having an open stage, I think. And there was this one new girl. Well, no, there were a couple of new girls. I wonder where they're at now. So for my nose, I like to mix the concealer with the LA Pro. And this is just a paintbrush because, a brush is a brush. Use what you have. We're just gonna. It's okay if this line's not correct. We're gonna be fixing it later anyway. And I also do it here to reinforce that highlight. Is this way efficient? I don't know. But, I mean, probably not. But, like, that ain't none of my business. So, yeah, I Googled indie drag shows, or like indie drag competitions, any open stages and stuff like that. And I don't think anything came up initially, but then I kept checking back. I don't remember how I stumbled upon it, but I ended up seeing a post for Indies Got Talent. Someone posted something about it, one that had already passed, and I messaged House of Waffle. And I was like, "Hey, are you guys having an open stage this month?" And they got back to me and were like, "Yeah, da, da, da." We had a cute little exchange. They were super nice, and I spent my time learning my song, getting my outfit together, What am I doing? This is not how I do my makeup. I need to focus. Hold on. Now I want to focus on getting the nose together. It's like it looks okay, but it could be better. So, what I'm going to do is take some of this residual and we're gonna go in and reinforce some of these shapes like that. Um, I'm gonna go because I like to really get up in there while I'm doing this part. So I'll come back when I'm done. Oh, all right, we're back. I also did my eyebrows. You know what they say, sisters not twins, and today we're giving step. What inspires me in drag? I like pink. I like being silly. I like clowny shit. Um, like wacky songs. Some of them wacky. I don't, I'm low key trying to enter my dance era, but like I'm not a dancer, and you can tell. My 5 o'clock alarm went off, so bitch, we need to hurry. Um, Play Pigment, Trixie Mattel. I use this for blush in combo with Revolution Super Dewy. Um, but yeah, um, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. And I know some people don't like it, but I love the super bright, super pigmented blush moment that everyone's doing, especially for today's look. Um, Very blue, which ironically I don't wear that much. Honestly, I think we're just gonna use the play pigment today. I also got some other Trixie Mattel stuff that just arrived because they were having a sale to help raise money for the LA fires. So I got a few things I've been wanting to try. So I don't know, I'll give you my initial thoughts, my reaction, my feelings. I don't know, is that insensitive to review products that you got because of a canceled? Thankfully, this outfit isn't super complicated, so I can just slide right into it. I'm trying to get there early. I have this little swivel chair, and every time I sit down, I think about that one kid. Well, the story, I don't know if it's a true story or not, but anyway, every time I sit down, I think of that story about the kid in China who what the little gas thingy exploded and then sent shards into his rectum and he bled to death. So like I get nervous as fuck sitting down on this thing. And mind you, when I Googled it, the only result that I came up with was like from 2009. So like who knows how old that story actually is. And who knows if it's true. It's probably not. It's like one of those internet tall tales, but still. I have the Mayron neutral. Hello, the Mayron neutral. But then I also have the Maybelline Fit Me powder in Fair '05 or '05 Fair. It's been a minute since I've done my makeup, obviously. Because I've been on hiatus because we're in Indiana and it's cold as shit and I hate leaving the house. Now, I used to not set my eyebrows because I used to do them after powder and all that. And looking back, like, bitch, that's crazy. Like, who does that? A drag queen not saying their brows? Bitch, insane. And then this is the Black Radiance? True Complexion, Loose Setting Powder, something, something. I don't know. I'll put up the Amazon listing. And the rest of my face, we'll go back in with the Fenty Nutmeg powder. I don't know. I'm really excited for my number tonight. It's a song that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just never got around to it. Sweet Anxiety by Bella. Is it Bella Rose Blue? It used to be Lady Blue. She's on TikTok. I'll put up her little at. But love this song. I don't know. It's kind of campy, which is why I like it. All right, y'all are gonna scream again. Where's my contour brush? All right, the handle came off. We're not gonna talk about it. Okay, it still works. A brush is a brush. So we're gonna go in with the Fit Me poreless. It's a conceal. It's a setting powder, a pressed powder. Java 375. Do that, and then I use what's left of this black eyeshadow. Wait, I have another palette. This isn't a makeup tutorial. I need to remind myself that. Okay. What are my thoughts on season 17? Love the cast. Uh, I'm really excited for Lana Dre to be on. Yeah, I knew her before. I didn't know her. I knew of her before before the cast list came out. Because she's Lux's daughter, and I think she's sickening. And I've been compared to her like twice. I also don't get why everyone's so mad about Mona Lisa getting cast. Um, Especially like they're like, "Oh, you asked for a spot, da, da, da." And I'm like, we all saw what happened. And honestly, I think bitches are just mad it wasn't them. Listen, she got presented an opportunity and she took it. I was really excited for Lucky Stars, and then she got the chop first, which I did not see coming. Um, Joella didn't like Joella at first, but then the more screen time that she got, and the more that she talked and all that, I was like, bitch, live. One of my favorite things is when a queen goes on and they're like, "Oh, I'm the of my city. Like, I'm popular, booked, busy. Everybody knows me. I'm that bitch." And then the show comes out, and the queens from that city are like, "Bitch, who the fuck?" That shit takes me out. They're like, "I've literally never seen you before in my life." Like what? The same thing happened with Aiden Zane, and Aiden being like, "Oh, there's not really a lot of the in my scene," and the girls from that scene are like, "Bitch, we've literally never seen you. We're gonna try the show pony blush from Trixie Cosmetics. I just got her. She's new. The order came yesterday. It took a minute, probably because of the fires, I assume, but it's like this nice. I don't know what color. Nope. Let's get into her. It's just a pink cheek. Oh, I'm making the ugliest fucking faces right now. I also got the Girl Talk palette, Girl Talk, and then this one, Love Interest, and this the Makeup Revolution. I don't know. Get into her. I don't know. I probably won't talk much at this point. Try to just get this in here because I'm trying to leave the house at 6 something. And I have an alarm set, so But thankfully, I have all my stuff together. So when the time comes, I can just get up. Oh, that's the wrong color. Get up, put my shit on, and we go. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do the eye, and then I'll come back.
This pressure